All right, y'all, I have 2 cans of crescent dough here, and I have this half sheet pan. I think it's a half sheet pan. Is it a half or a quarter? I don't remember. All right. Sometimes these are like puzzles, y'all. Like, where's the edge? Oh my goodness. Okay, there it is. Wow, that was hard. Okay, y'all, so we want to flatten this out on the bottom of our sheet pan. So what we doing, let's see. It's like a puzzle. That's what Bridgie just said, because I was like, I don't know about this. It hurts my brain, but we making it happen, y'all. We making it happen. I know they sell that crescent dough in sheets too, so if y'all find that, y'all can use that, but they didn't have any at my store, so guess what? Here we are with these crescent triangles that hurt my brain, y'all. Okay, but we gonna, what's this one? Okay. Okay, here we go. Look, y'all, we figuring it out. So we just wanna pinch all the edges together. All right, that's not bad. All right, and if there's any holes, we gonna fix it up, because we have some extra right here. Like right here, there's a hole. Okay, y'all. And I just do that because it's fun. That's the only reason. There's no other reason besides that. Y'all know I like to have fun. All right, let's see. I think this is good. All right, y'all. So yeah, 2 cans of crescent dough, either the sheets or the triangles, and then just push it in your sheet pan, and we're gonna put this in the oven and cook it at 350 for about 12 minutes, and I'll show y'all the next step. All right, y'all, I have 8 ounces of cream cheese here. So we're gonna make the topping for our crescent dough pizza, all right? 8 ounces of cream cheese. To this, we're gonna add 8 ounces of sour cream. So I'm just guessing, y'all know how I do. 8 ounces, it's probably about half this, well, okay, we're using a little, that's 8 ounces. We call that 8 ounces. We also using about a tablespoon of mayonnaise. All right, and then we're using 1 packet of ranch seasoning, all right? Right on in. And lastly, some dried chives. If y'all want to use fresh chives, you can, but guess what? I don't have any, so we're using dry. A good amount. All right. So we're gonna give this a nice mixy with our trusty fork, my favorite tool. No, my hands are my favorite tool. My hands, and then my trusty fork. All right. And it might help if the cream cheese is room temperature, all right, y'all? So I'm gonna mix this up real good, and then once our crescent dough crust, flinging cream cheese everywhere. Once our crescent dough crust is cool, we're gonna put this on with some toppings, y'all. I'm so excited to show y'all. All right, y'all, here we have our crescent dough crust, all right? I let it cool, it's perfect. You know what, y'all, today is one of them days. I had Fred go to the Starbucks and get me a cold brew. Have y'all ever had this stuff before? It makes me like this, but I need it. But maybe that's why I'm feeling crazy, I don't know. Y'all like my straw? Save the turtles. All right, next. Bridgie's laughing at me. I'm so glad Bridgie's back. All right, remember this mixture we made? It was cream cheese, sour cream, mayonnaise, ranch, and I put something else in here. Oh yeah, chives, and I think that's it, right, Bridgie? I can't remember. So. I think that's it. All right. All right, y'all, so today is mine and Bridgie's first time filming together in my new house, so I was gonna say we trying to get used to it, but mostly it's just me. I'm just like, it's me, it's not Bridgie. I miss Bridgie so much. But I'm glad she got to go on her honeymoon. All right. So we're just gonna spread this out. Spread. Okay. I feel like it ain't spreading that much. User error. Y'all tell me why am I having one of these days? Did I have too much coffee? Is it my cold brew? Is it my metal straw? Is it? What is it, y'all? Tell me, I need help. Okay, there we go. This is great. Okay, y'all, I'm tired. Life be hard sometimes. Look, I have some cucumbers. Maybe I have an idea, y'all. Look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go take a nap. I'm gonna put some cucumbers on my eyes. Okay. I'm not gonna use those on my pizza, y'all. Don't worry. Don't worry. I should have, though. All right. So this is a vegetable pizza using crescent dough. So at this point, y'all, after you have your topping with the cream cheese and the other stuff, you can really put on here whatever you'd like. So I'm just putting some of my favorite veggies. So cucumbers. What should I put next? How about some shredded carrots? All right, if y'all want to shred your own carrots, be my guest. But guess what? I don't want to do that. It hurts my brain. And you know what else it hurts? My fingers, because I'll probably cut my fingers if I try to do that by myself. All right. Now what else are we gonna put on here? Let's see. I have some black olives. I love olives. And you know what else I love? I love using my cat dish when I don't have enough other clean dishes. All right. I know y'all like when I do that too. It makes y'all real happy. Yep, especially because it's clean. But yeah, this is actually Kevin's dish. Kevin eats out of this dish. They all have their own special dishes. Anyways, how about some red bell pepper? I love red bell pepper. Y'all know who else likes red bell pepper? Betty the chicken. She loves it. So guess what? I'm gonna save some because she wants some. She told me earlier. Okay, y'all, this is a lot. I'm just gonna stop talking for a little while. Broccoli? Okay, that's good. Raw broccoli? Sure, why not? Great. Okay, and green onion. That's it. Guess what, y'all? Time to eat. Let's have some veggie pizza. All right, let's see. I think I'll just like do this. Do I have to cut the whole thing? I don't know. Okay, y'all, just like that. Might be hard. Y'all, I'm trying. I'm doing my best, y'all, okay? I don't know what's going on. Maybe like there's a solar eclipse or Mercury's in Renegade or something. I don't know. Okay. Here's my slice of pizza. I'm about to take a big old bite. This looks so good. All right, this is great for the summer, y'all. Look how big this is. What's wrong with me? Here we go. Mmm. Mmm. Y'all, oh my goodness. Y'all, this is so good. All right, I'm gonna keep eating because I'm hungry, but I love y'all. All right, y'all, I have one of the store-bought pie crusts, and I'm putting that on my greased pizza pan, all right? And if it crumbles apart a little bit, that's totally fine. Next, real quick, before we put any toppings, I'm gonna brush it with some melted butter. Now for this recipe, I like using the pie crust. I just think it has the best texture and flavor, and y'all see what we're doing here, okay? So good amount of butter, y'all, good amount of butter. Butter never hurt no one, all right? So we butter in this pie crust right on up, all right? And we can use the rest of this butter later. We also need a little seasoning on here. Little garlic powder, which there's like nothing left in there, so I don't know why I did that. A little bit of basil. All right, and that's it. That's good right now. All right, y'all, so now I have some sliced mozzarella cheese, and we're just gonna put this on top of our pie crust. All right, so if y'all wanna use a pizza crust for this, you can, but like I said, I like the pie crust. I just think it has a good flavor with this recipe, and I really like the texture, how it's like kind of like flaky, you know? It's delicious. All right. So let's see, we're just putting some mozzarella cheese like that. And we're putting a little more right here and here. All right, y'all, that's perfect. All right, now, what we're gonna do here, I have some cooked mushrooms. I cooked these in olive oil and fresh herbs. So we're gonna put these in here too, all right? We're just gonna put them wherever they fall. How about that? So y'all, this dish I'm making here is vegetarian, all right? We're making a vegetarian, delicious, easy lunch or dinner. All right, now y'all, I have some steamed broccoli, all right? So we're gonna put this around too, and I'm gonna break this apart with my fingers so it's smaller pieces, all right? So broccoli, mushrooms, Italian seasoning, mozzarella cheese, and a pie crust. Again, if y'all wanna use pizza dough or make your own pie crust, be my guest. I'm gonna leave these big stems out, I don't like that. But we're just making a delicious, easy, fun meal, that's it. That was like a delicious, easy, fun, stuffed pie crust, something. What's this thing called again? Gosh, I don't know. Calzone? Kind of like a calzone, that's what it is. I was like, shoot, where'd I get this idea? And I remember me and Fred was at the mall, and he got like a calzone, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make one of those, but I'm gonna use a pie crust instead. All right, I think that's good. Maybe a little more broccoli. I'm just talking, I'm just babbling, babble. All right, my hands have broccoli all over them, y'all. What am I gonna do? Okay, next, we put a little Parmesan cheese on top. Just a little bit. All right, a little Parmesan. All right, y'all, here comes the fun part. My hands are dirty, so I'm gonna wipe them with a towel. I was about to wipe them on my shirt, but I feel like that would make some of y'all mad. All right, so we have our second pie crust. So these pie crusts come in packages of 2. This is what I like to buy. They also have a Pillsbury kind, but use whatever you'd like, all right? So our second pie crust is just going right on top, all right? Right on top of the first one. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of like pinch the edges. We're gonna make sure everything is in there. So go home, little mushrooms, stay home. All right, and we're just gonna pinch the edges. If the cheese is spilling out a little bit, it's totally fine. And then I'm gonna take my fork, and we're gonna do this. Yep, I just decided to do this right now. I wasn't going to, but then I was like, you know what, that's gonna look pretty. It's like a giant ravioli, right? Giant ravioli, stuffed, real high. Sometimes I put too much stuff in him, but that's all right. All right, all the way around. This is so fun. This is so fun. isn't there like a tool that does this? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like Italians use it. It's like that little ravioli wheel thing. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Bridget, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, all right. I might be making it up, y'all. I don't know. But y'all let me know. Okay. And then we're going to put a few holes in the top so everything inside cooks. So it looks like a pie. Wait, is that how you do it? I just did it wrong, right? No, it's okay, fine. It's all right. We're just going to do it like this. Oh, my kitchen timer's going off, y'all. I'm gonna stop it for a second. Be quiet, timer. I wish my timer was in my head so it knew that I was like busy. Anyways, more butter. Butter right on top of our pie crust. And you know what? I'm just gonna pour some on and we're gonna brush it, all right? Oh, it's going right on in there too. That's great. It's gonna be delicious. If y'all want to do egg wash instead, you can, but I like butter. All right, so I guess this really ain't a calzone. It's just like a giant, I'm gonna call it a giant stuffed ravioli instead. I like that better. All right, y'all, it's gonna be delicious though. Vegetarian, nice and yummy. All right, perfect. And then on top, we're putting a little more Parmesan, just a little bit. Like so. And you know what, I wanna put green onion, but it don't go with this dish, so we're not gonna do it. So a little more Italian seasoning. We're putting this in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes. I can't wait to show y'all this delicious, easy lunch or dinner. Look, y'all, he's holding my arm while I give him this treat. Isn't he cute? I just love it. It's like a little baby, but he doesn't talk back. I don't know, babies don't talk either, right? All right, Kevin, I'll give you the rest after I try this. He just wants more, though. Look how cute he is. Oh, my goodness, I just love him. Look at him. My little baby, I love you. All right, I'll give you the rest of your treat in a minute, okay? You're such a good boy. All right, y'all. It just melts my heart. I just can't handle it. This is that, what are we, giant ravioli, stuffed calzone, I don't even know, stromboli, pizza, Italiano, mambo Italiano, that's what this is. Okay. So, y'all, we use pizza crust, or I'm sorry, no, we use pie crust instead of pizza crust because that's what I wanted to use because I like the flaky texture. But now I'm just trying to think of a way to eat this without burning my mouth because this is going to be so hot, y'all. All right, so we're just going to cut this up. So if I was serving this at my house, all I would do was cut it like that and then put this little thing of sauce right in the middle, all right? I am at my house serving it, so that's what I'm gonna do. Anyways, wow, that made a lot of sense. Sometimes the words coming out of my mouth, you know what, y'all? All right, this is so hot, I can't even pick it up. So there it is. Look at how good that looks. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all, so it's gonna be good. I've made it before. So I'm just gonna take a little piece right here and dip it in my sauce and Parmesan cheese. Here we go. All right, y'all, we have one box of beef taquitos. Beef taquitos. All right, we're just gonna spread these out a little. Single layer is good, but also if they're on top of each other, guess what? It's totally fine. All right, you can get 1 jar of your favorite pasta sauce. I like this kind, it tastes real good. We're just gonna pour this right on top. 1 jar of any kind of pasta sauce you'd like. I like using marinara, but again, use whatever you'd like. And y'all, this is a true story. I learned this recipe in Italy, okay? Not this exact recipe, but this is an inspiration from Italy, and I'm gonna tell y'all why, all right? So now, after we do the sauce, I have here some ricotta cheese, whole milk ricotta. So we're gonna take this out, and we're gonna do some dollops of ricotta cheese right on top here, all right? So y'all, my friend and I were in Venice, and we ate at this restaurant, and it was like, I don't know, it was kind of not very, it was kind of like a different kind of restaurant for there. It wasn't like traditional Italian. We ordered the lasagna, and they was like small plates, and no joke, y'all, it came out and it looked like one taquito. We were both like, what? But anyway, so it gave me some inspiration, all right? So here we are, making a taquito Italian dish. Some seasoning now. We have some basil. Ooh, that's a lot, but that's all right. And I'm gonna put some oregano on here as well, all right? Oregano. All right. Perfect, that looks great. And we're gonna do a little bit of pink salt. A little bit right on top, okay? All right, y'all, next, I have some, I have some frozen white onions. So I like to put these in, it just helps flavor it a little bit. So we're just gonna put some onion right on top, like so. Probably gonna use about half this bag, all right? And I always have some of these frozen veggies in my freezer. I just think it's, I don't know, I just like it, it's easy. All right, y'all, I have some garlic. So you know what? We doing it. This is what we doing. We just putting these whole cloves in, and guess what? Whoever gets these bites are gonna be protected from vampires. You know what? Vampires are real, y'all. I think they are. Okay, after this, I'm like, what am I doing next? Okay, y'all, we have some frozen meatballs. This is optional. You don't have to add these. So I don't know how many I'm gonna add. I'm gonna put some in though. Let's see. We're just gonna play it by ear. You know what? I was gonna make a pretty design, but now I changed my mind. So we having a hearty, delicious Italian dinner inspired by my trip to Italy. All right, that many. And then we're gonna put we need more sauce. Sauce, if I can open it. Fred, can you open that? Use your hand. Thank you, Fred. All right, more sauce. I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole jar, but we definitely need some more. Oh, my oven's going off. All right, that looks good. All right, y'all. Now we have some mozzarella cheese right on top. All right, this smells good, but I mean, I guess I'm just smelling the sauce, but it's gonna be delicious. Oh, I almost lost my voice. What was that? Y'all, we having a rainy day here today. It's kind of strange. It never rains, so I'm feeling a little, I don't know, it's funny. I feel it. I feel like blah from the rain, but it's also nice. It's also nice. All right, mozzarella. And then we also need a little Parmesan. I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top as well. Lots of cheese. Cheese. Yum, yum, yum. All right, y'all, little green onion. Okay, y'all, we putting this in the oven at 350 for about 40 minutes. Y'all are gonna love this easy, delicious Italian dinner. All right, y'all, here we have our taquito lasagna pasta bake. And remember, we used some beef taquitos, some pasta sauce, meatballs, cheese, and I forgot, oh yeah, ricotta cheese. So yeah, let's have some. I don't even know where to start. All right, let's just get some from right here. All right, we're just gonna get right on in here. I think there's, oh yeah, I laid them this way, right? Let's get some of these taquitos. There we go, all right. See, it's like taquito lasagna. We got our ricotta cheese. We got a meatball, more cheese. This is gonna be so good, y'all. All right, let's put this on our little plate here. Let's see. I'm gonna get a little bit more of the stuff, of the sauce. Put that right there. It's looking delicious, y'all. Totally delicious. And I made some Texas toast. There we go. So time to try it, y'all. See, we're gonna get a perfect bite of everything. This is gonna be real hot. I don't know if y'all can still see this steam, but let's get a little bite of one of these beef taquitos. And some of the ricotta, some of the sauce, a little piece of the meatball. Okay, I'm trying to get a perfect bite here, y'all. I'm trying. Come here, taquito. All right, y'all, here we go. Hopefully I don't burn my mouth. Y'all, this is so good. Y'all have to try this. I'm gonna keep eating this because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything today. Y'all, this is a winner. You have to try this.